There comes a time in life when the noise of the world begins to quiet, and what we're left with are the things that truly matter. Our memories, our peace, our sense of home. And home, more than ever, becomes not just a place where we live. It becomes part of who we are, a mirror of the life we've lived, the lessons we've learned, and the comfort we now seek. But here's what many people miss. Keeping a clean and peaceful home isn't about having energy all the time or pushing yourself every day. It's not about perfection. It's about creating a space that feels like a sanctuary, something that gives back to you every single day. For so many seniors, the secret lies in the small things, the quiet rituals, the simple habits done with care and consistency. Let's take a walk through the heart of that simplicity together. Chapter 1. They start the day with one small task. There's a kind of sacredness in how we begin our mornings. The first few moments after we open our eyes have the power to shape the tone of the entire day. Seniors who maintain clean, settled homes don't usually dive into long to-do lists first thing in the morning. They begin with just one small act of care. It might be making the bed, not for anyone else, but for themselves. Because a made bed is like an exhale. It tells your spirit, I'm ready to move forward. It could be opening a window, letting in the breeze and the sound of birds, or wiping down the bathroom counter after brushing your teeth. These tasks don't take much time, but they hold weight. They ground you. They remind you that no matter what else the day brings, you've already chosen to care for your space. And in doing so, you've chosen to care for yourself. Chapter 2. They keep clutter in check. Clutter doesn't always start out as clutter. At first, it's just things, papers, knickknacks, clothes you meant to hang up. But over time, those things grow roots. They become invisible burdens. They sit quietly in corners, yet take up space in your mind. Seniors who keep tidy homes have learned to recognize clutter for what it really is, not just mess, but noise. And they make it a habit to check in with their space, not with judgment, but with curiosity. Is this still serving me? Do I still need this? Does this bring me calm or make me feel crowded? And when the answer is no, they gently let it go, not all at once, just a little at a time. Maybe it's one drawer this week, one box next week. They understand that every item they choose to release makes space, not just in their homes, but in their hearts. Chapter 3, they do a 5-minute tidy routine. 5 minutes, that's it. That's all it takes to prevent the little things from becoming big things. Seniors with clean homes often have this beautiful ritual, a short walk through their home at the same time each day, tidying as they go. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing something. Fluffing the pillows, folding the throw blanket on the couch, putting the mail in the right place, tucking the shoes back by the door. You'd be amazed how much can be done in 5 minutes when you're focused. More than anything, this daily reset sends a message to your future self. I took care of you today. And in the stillness of the evening or the quiet of the morning, that small gesture will greet you like an old friend. Chapter 4, they wash dishes right away. There's something deeply satisfying about a clean kitchen sink, the sound of warm water, the rhythm of plates being rinsed. For many seniors with peaceful homes, washing dishes isn't a chore. It's a pause, a moment of mindfulness. It's the kind of habit that's easy to overlook. But when it becomes part of your flow, you begin to notice the difference it makes. No more waking up to a sink full of yesterday's weight. No more staring at crusted dishes after a meal meant to nourish you. Instead, you wash the plate, dry the cup, wipe the sink, and with that, the day's chapter gently closes. You've cared for your body and your space in one simple act. And maybe, in that stillness, you'll find something else too. Peace. Chapter 5. They stay on top of laundry. Laundry isn't just about clothes. It's about how we feel in the things we wear. It's about having fresh sheets when you crawl into bed. It's about not letting the pile grow so high that it begins to feel like a mountain. Seniors who maintain clean homes tend to do laundry in small, steady doses. A load every couple of days, maybe first thing in the morning, so it's done before lunch. They fold it when it's warm. They put it away as soon as they can. They don't let it become a burden because they know the quiet joy of seeing an empty hamper, of reaching into a drawer and pulling out something clean and soft. And in this, they find a rhythm, a simple kind of freedom, the kind that comes from staying connected to the little things before they become big things. Chapter 6, they embrace simplicity. There's a gentle beauty in simplicity. Fewer things, more space, clear counters, open floors. And for many seniors, this simplicity isn't just a style choice, it's a healing choice. As life evolves, we begin to realize that we don't need to be surrounded by so much, that fewer things can actually bring us more peace. It's not about living minimally, it's about living meaningfully. Everything in its place, everything chosen with care, a favorite photograph, a well-worn chair, a candle lit on the table at night. Simplicity gives us breathing room. It reduces decision fatigue. It quiets the noise. And in that quiet, we hear ourselves again. Chapter 7, they take advantage of natural rhythms. Your body knows what it needs. Your spirit knows when to move. Seniors with clean homes listen to those inner rhythms. They don't force themselves to clean when they're tired or to push through just to check a box. Instead, they ask, when do I feel most alert? When is my energy lightest? Maybe it's right after a cup of tea or just before sunset when the house glows golden. They fold clothes when their hands feel steady. They sweep when their mind needs soothing. And when they work with those rhythms, everything becomes easier. Cleaning isn't a battle, it's a dance, a gentle one set to the music of the day. Chapter 8, they don't wait for motivation. Motivation is a fair weather friend. It comes and goes, often without warning. But habit? Habit is loyal. Seniors with consistently clean homes don't wait until they feel like it. They just begin. It might start with wiping one counter, folding one towel, sweeping one small corner. But those small starts have a way of snowballing. And by the time they're done, they're often glad they began. There's no ceremony to it, no pressure, just a quiet understanding. Action leads to clarity, and clarity brings peace. You don't have to want to do it. You just have to be willing to start. Chapter 9, they let go of perfection. Perhaps the greatest secret of all, a clean home isn't a flawless home. It's a forgiving one. Seniors who found peace in their homes know that perfection is an illusion, and a heavy one at that. They've lived long enough to know that the dishes won't always be done. The floor won't always be swept. Sometimes the bed doesn't get made, and that's okay. They've given themselves permission to rest, to choose peace over performance. Their homes are not museums, they're sanctuaries. And when you walk into a home like that, you don't notice what's missing. You notice how it feels. Warm, welcoming, real. So there they are, 9 gentle habits, 9 quiet acts of love. They might look simple on the surface, but they carry something far deeper. Each one is a way of reclaiming your space, your peace, your place in the world. And if you're in a season where life feels uncertain, where your heart is tired or your energy is thin, I want you to know this isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters in a way that honors where you are right now. There's something healing about bringing order to a space, about making the bed, not because someone will see it, but because you're worthy of climbing into a place that feels calm and cared for. There's something powerful about washing the dishes, not to cross off a task, but to tell yourself, I am still tending to this life. I am still here. I still matter. Your home is not just four walls and a roof. It's a companion. It holds your history, your grief, your gall. It sees you on the days when you feel strong and on the days when everything feels like too much. And in return, the way you care for your home becomes the way you care for yourself. These habits aren't about chasing perfection. They're about building rhythm, about choosing presence over pressure, about inviting softness into your everyday life. And if you've ever felt behind or overwhelmed or ashamed of the state of your home, I want you to let that go, please. Let it go because your worth has never depended on how clean your counters are. Your value is not measured in how much you accomplish. You are allowed to move slowly. You are allowed to start again. You are allowed to take small steps and still be proud of them. So if all you do today is one thing, just one, let it be something that brings you closer to peace. Open a window, clear off one table, fold a fresh towel and place it where you'll need it tomorrow. You don't need a grand transformation. You just need to begin gently in the direction of calm. And I want to remind you, you are not alone. There are so many of us finding our way through this season, making peace with what was, making room for what is. You belong here, in this life, in this moment. Be gentle with yourself. Your home is your sanctuary, and so are you. Thank you for listening. And most of all, thank you for choosing yourself again and again in all the ways that matter most. If this spoke to you, I'd love for you to be part of this growing community. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. This space is for healing, for reflection, for real connection. Thank you for being here.